I am nice and red from all of the upside down hanging and the diffusing of my hair. My hair is about 90% dry. I'm just going to let it finish air drying. Yeah. For now, I'm just going to finish getting ready and then I am going to do my bed. So we're really getting this reset started. Hi lovely people, welcome back to the channel. I am Eva and here on this channel I love to talk about all things intentional and slow living. And part of that is also keeping our home comfortable and nice and clean, which right now it could use a little bit of work. And since September is just around the corner, I thought it'd be a good idea to do a nice September reset for both myself and the house. Really just a nice life reset. And I thought it would be nice if I just take you along for some gentle motivation. I personally love watching videos like this because they really just help to motivate and encourage me. So I'm hoping this can do the same for you. Just took June out for a nice long walk, so by this point my hair is definitely dry. I don't think I use enough gel because there's quite a bit like that didn't cost at all. And I have a few, I'm not sure I'd call it frizz, but definitely like flyaways. So I'm just kind of scrunching out the crunch and there you go. My hair feels so good. Alright, that all out of the way, I'm just going to spread this process over a few days just to make it a little bit of an easier load on myself. But what I do want to do today is still vacuum and then also mop our floors, and then I'll see you tomorrow for part 2 of this reset. So let's get vacuuming. so good to kind of get my home back in order. I'll be honest, like the past months basically. For the past bit, I've really struggled to kind of keep on top of our home. Life's been a little bit crazy, a lot of adjustments, and it's fine, that's the phase of life, but it really feels good to kind of get back on top of things. Hopefully I'm able to actually stay on top of things after this, but yeah, it's 2 days later actually. I didn't do any of like the reset things yesterday. Worked a little bit on some meal planning with my partner yesterday. I'm going to finish that for the rest of this week today, so I think I'm going to be doing that first. Most of the cleaning tasks are done, at least for that I planned to do. I kind of want to wash the dog blankets, but we'll see if I do that today or maybe tomorrow. There's still some laundry in the machine, so I'm gonna have to wait until that's done first anyway. So let's take a look at the meal plan. I have this Google Docs document of the recipes that I really enjoy making, we enjoy eating, so that is usually where I start with any sort of meal plan. Also gonna check the weather, see what the weather is going to be doing like this week, because that does influence what we kind of feel like eating. Alright, so I know today we're going to be eating pasta pesto. Tomorrow it's going to be fairly cold, so I don't think I'm going to be making any actual like salads this week. There's like some warmer days, but especially like towards the evening and at night it's been kind of cold, so I don't think we're doing any salads. So tomorrow I'm able to cook, actually have time to cook a meal for us, so I'm going to do that. Also make sure that we have some leftovers, which is kind of the way that we do things. Then Thursday we can have pasta pesto leftovers. Friday we still have some soup in the freezer, so I think we're going to be having that on Friday. That still leaves us with Wednesday and Saturday, Sunday. We are already having one pasta dish, so I figured that's probably not what I'll be making, because that would mean a lot of pasta within 1 week. We already have soup, it's also another soup. I'm not sure, what do we want to eat? Maybe we could do like a tray bake. I'm thinking some sort of like oven dish would probably be nice. We're gonna be doing tray bake. Not too difficult. Alright, yes, let's do that on Wednesday. Tray bake. Then we have the pasta pesto leftovers on Thursday. Then I think it would be actually a good idea to do tray bake leftovers on Friday. Because unless we like freeze something, I usually don't love letting leftovers stay for like too long. So today pasta pesto is Tuesday, then we have tray bake on Wednesday, Thursday pasta pesto for leftovers, then the tray bake leftovers for Friday, Saturday we're doing the soup from the freezer, and then Sunday I think I'm just gonna leave that blank and we can either come up with something. And it might also just happen that we are going to be eating with someone else somewhere there during the week, which usually we will. So I'm just going to leave it over and we can kind of shuffle things if we want to. So I think that's the meal plan done. I'll be putting this on the planner on our freezer, so we can both kind of check what is going on there for our meals. So let's put that on my grocery list as well, so I know what to actually get for all of this. Most of the things we actually already have, which is really, really nice. Let's see. Alright, for the tray bake, what do we need? Because the pasta pesto, we already have stuff for that in the house. The soup from the freezer, obviously, is already in the freezer, so don't have to do anything about that. So the only thing that I really need to get groceries for is for the tray bake. Very good for a budget to kind of plan things out like this, actually. Okay, time to work on something else. I really want to kind of get my bullet journal all set up for the coming months. I like to have like the monthly overview kind of looking like this. I kind of like to have those set up for a couple of months in advance, so I can just kind of easily pop things in as they come up. I really like to plan quite far in advance with most of my things. It just gives me a sense of peace and calm, which I very much need. So I want to update my bullet journal a little bit. So I'm going to put in anything that has already happened in pen. I usually put things in pencil so I can easily erase them, because as you can see, like, the squares in this thing are kind of tiny and small, which is really nice because it gives me a really visual, easy, clear overview of what's coming up. But also it means that if things like need to get erased or anything, there's not much space left if I have to cross them out. So I like to pencil them in and I can just erase them if something comes up or plans are falling through or anything, which is really nice for me. And I just write them in ink once they've actually happened. So that has been what really works for me. So what I want to do is do that first for August, which we are about to finish up, and then I'm just gonna double check that everything for September is in where I want it to be. And then I'm also going to be setting up the monthly overview for December actually. I've already done September, October, November, and I kind of want to have December in here ready to go as well. Maybe I'll even do January. Yeah, for sure I want to get December in here. So I'm gonna do that now. Which honestly, something that I really enjoy. I'll usually just pop on a little YouTube video while I work on my bullet journal a little bit. So doing that now, but very, very useful for me to do in a little reset just to have my life back in order, because my entire life is in this thing. So I love this book so much. I love my bullet journaling. It is the planning system that has worked for me for years. If you actually want to see like a setup of my bullet journal, I did a video on that about a year ago, so I'll link it for you. It's basically still exactly the same. It's what has worked for me for years, and the system I still use. So I'll have that linked for you in case you want to take a look in how I have this set up. But for now, time to do a little bullet journal reset and make sure everything that I want to have in here is actually in here and good to go. So let's do that.